What's up then, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Supercross 5. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. We're back with some more, doing another race review. We've just obviously had Anaheim 2. The round has just finished. I'm recording this on the Sunday. So just watch all the highlights again as per usual. But yeah, I thought we'd keep these going for a little bit. I think I said last episode I won't be able to do next weekend's race. The weekend after should be alright, I think. But yeah, so obviously Anaheim 2's just happened. So we're going to jump in and check out a custom track. And chat about the race a little bit, I suppose. But yeah, so the custom track we're using, we're obviously playing Supercross 5 still. No Supercross 6 yet. It's not until March. So we're doing this one. Where is it? Oh, it's the same person that made San Diego 2023, actually, that we did last episode. So it's the TA818 all day person again. Yeah, Anaheim 2, 2023. This is a tough track to make in game because the amount of crossovers of the start line is just crazy. There's like what, three or four there? Yeah, 3 or 4 times you cross over the start straight. And obviously in this game you can't put certain things in certain places. You can see off the start you bank round to the left and then it's just a flat straight, which obviously in the race it wasn't a flat straight, it had some jumps there, but I'm assuming you can't put jumps in because it's crossing over the other jumps and it's just, yeah, just chaos. So this one's probably going to be a little bit far-fetched, like not as close to the real life track, but still fair play for someone building this. It's better than I can do. So yeah, we're going to try that one. We're going to jump on a Honda. For those of you who didn't see obviously the race result, Chase Sexton took the overall. We'll obviously talk about that a bit more in a minute, but so we're going to jump on a Honda today. This is obviously the HRC from this game. I don't remember him rocking such white gear at any point, but obviously we've got some Alpine stars there. We can't get the full blue boots that Chase was wearing this weekend, but yeah, we're going to jump on the Honda. And we're going to try and do a triple crown format. I can't even remember what these are like in this game, so we're just going to go with it. I've got it on medium race length, I think. Still the hardest difficulty, obviously. Yeah, so I don't know how long this is going to be, what this episode's going to turn out like. There's a lot to cover, obviously, in the races, so I might struggle to remember everything, obviously, whilst racing along as well, but I'll see what we can do. But yeah, let's get into it. Here we go then. Little lap of Anaheim 2, 2023. As I crashed straight off the start. Brilliant. Just got start and finish line. As I said, this track is a hard one to replicate, man, and fair play. This is a good effort. It's a bit all over the place. I don't remember the layout being quite like this. Obviously, we've got some flatter bits here that, as I said, that aren't quite right. But it's a tough one to replicate. There was so much crossing over of the track in certain places, and yeah, it was a bit mad. So fair play to people who put this one together. As I said, it's yeah, a tough one to replicate. Got some pretty sick glowing tough blocks, which have they always been in these custom tracks? Or have I just completely missed that all these past episodes, or is that a new thing? Not a new thing, obviously, to the game, but is that something they added in that not everybody uses? But yeah, glowing tough blocks, it's pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool in real life, I reckon. But yeah, anyway, so we got this tabletop. Obviously, Kenny was trying to triple those tabletop sort of sections, like run off one and run onto the other. It's a bit of a crazy line. Didn't last very long because the track got a bit beaten up. This is the stand section, which I mean doesn't really exist in this game, but yeah, you can see it crossing over everywhere. This bit I don't think was quite like that either at all, to be honest. And then yeah, that kind of end bit there, and then back over the finishing jump that we're going to case again. But yeah, tough one to do. So fair play. We won't talk about track too much. This bit's all right. Going over here as he crashes. Well, I'm sure that went round to the right straight away, not to the left and then to the right. Did it not? Or am I getting confused? I've literally just watched the highlights, so you think I'd be able to remember it, but clearly not. Should better get this little section down pretty well. I could have called it that had we got a better drive. Hopefully we'll be a bit better in a race in a minute after I've had a few laps practice, but just realised, because we're in triple crown format, do we have to do... We're in 35th out of 40. Are we not even going to qualify? I think I did this before. We tried doing a triple crown and it was just horrendous. It was so difficult to even qualify for the race. So we're going to be struggling again. Interesting. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so I thought we'd show off the track a little bit. Obviously we'll talk about the race properly in a minute, in the actual race itself. We've got 3 races to get through, obviously, if we get that far. Which we should do, hopefully. But yeah, it was a cool race. It was a really good race. So yeah, as I said, won't go into it too much yet. We'll talk about it in a minute. I'll try and put some hot laps in around here and qualify well and hopefully actually get into the triple crown. Otherwise, I'll be cancelling that idea and we'll be just doing a normal race around here. but we'll see how we do. I'll catch you in a minute. Here we go then, race number 1. See what we can do. And I'm not gonna lie, this could be quite hard. It's a tough track, man. Tough track. The AI are actually quite good around it. They might be rubbish in the race, but we'll see how we do. See if we can get away off the start, and then we'll have a little chat about the race. There's a lot to go over, so I'm probably not going to remember half the stuff that happened in the races. But oh, we nearly looped out off the start. We've only got, what is it, 6 minute? 6 minute race in this game, in this mode. We got a medium length or something. So we'll see how we do. As I said just now in practice, bit of a strange layout. Obviously not quite right, but does the job, mate. Does the job. It's quite a fun little track to ride around. We're gonna absolutely mess up this rhythm section now. Obviously, we're getting helped along by everybody else by the looks of it though. But yeah, good racing, man. I wish we could have Triple Crown every weekend, mate. In my opinion, maybe not every weekend, but oh, don't do whips, mate. What are you doing? I love it. I love the format. It just creates some absolutely insane racing, and just some random outcomes that you don't expect. You don't normally see in in the normal events. You don't get a chance. People don't get a chance to come back after making a mistake. So yeah, 250s obviously. I mean, 250 qualifying. McAdoo had a huge crash in qualifying. Obviously, ended up in the race. Definitely some sort of injury or just knackered from the crash. But yeah, didn't have too much pace. I mean, fair play to him for getting out there, obviously. But yeah, he big crash in qualifying in the whoops. Yeah, it was RJ Hampshire race 1, pretty much. That's all there is to talk about, really. In 250s, anyway. He was out front. He was absolutely smashing it. Leading the pack by miles. Obviously, Jet went down. Did he get out off the start? Oh, I've just hit some tough blocks. What am I doing? I can't remember. He's obviously crashed in race 2 as well, so I'm confused. Where was it? Was it off the start in race 1 or near? It was the start of the race, wasn't it? I don't know. I've forgotten already. But yeah, Jet obviously crashed out. Was obviously fighting his way back through the pack, but yeah. He kind of let Hampshire off, really, out the front. A couple of Yamahas were obviously up there as well. But yeah, Hampshire was pretty much the man to beat in race 1. There wasn't really a lot else to talk about. There were some good results from other people, obviously. But what am I doing? Bouncing all over the place here. This is going horrendously. The AI are obviously having a bad time as well, because somehow we're right in front. But I'm getting all confused here. Yeah, that was pretty much race 1 for the 250s. Hampshire took the win by fair old way in the end. Jet fought his way back. I'm pretty sure he got back up to the podium. Was it P2 or P3? But yeah, that was 250s pretty much for race 1. And then race 2 was why we're on the Honda, really. Chase Sexton was all over it. Race 1, sorry, not race 2. Race 1 for the 450s. Kenny was looking good. Obviously, again, that Suzuki's working for him, man. I know everyone obviously takes the mick, kickstarting that old ancient Suzuki, but he's looking right on it. Obviously got a P2 in race 1, but he was looking good. He didn't have anything for Chase out front, obviously. But yeah, P2, not bad at all for Kenny. Not bad at all. Oh, as we flip over the front. There were people going down all over the shot in the race. There was just people crashing everywhere. Oh my god, this track feels weird. I'm like not able to control in some of these berms. We're just all over the place. Tomac had a bad start in race 1, but I think he fought his way back up to 3rd in race 1. It's not bad for him at all. The night got progressively worse for Eli, which we'll talk about obviously in the other races in a minute. But yeah, fought his way back up to 3rd. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anderson and Webb having a little battle. They came together again. Webb went down. It wasn't malicious by Anderson, I didn't think anyway. It was just a racing instant, little tap, and Webb dropped it. But nothing too bad, I didn't think. Yeah, and that's pretty much race 1. Chase was looking on fire, to be honest. He was yeah, some serious pace, rocking the him and Jet. Obviously, well, all the Honda HRC boys were all on the white Hondas. Oh my days, what am I doing today? Apologies for the terrible racing that you're going to see today. This track is actually quite hard to get around, to be honest. Yeah, HRC boys are rocking the white plastics. I think it looked pretty cool. I felt like they could have done a bit more with the graphics. There wasn't really much in terms of graphics on there. Was it some like turquoise and pink sort of stuff going on? Jet obviously had the pink gear. Yeah, some. I mean, he changes gear every race. He had three sets of gear. It was like a pop star costume change, mate. He was changing all over the place. But it was a good race, good race once. As I said, we'll get into race two in this. But yeah, I like the triple crown. It's good. You couldn't do it every weekend, I don't think. It's tough on the teams and the riders. Obviously, it turns out obviously they're riding for longer compared to just a normal main event. But you obviously get little breaks in between and stuff, so it's nothing too intense. But I imagine it's probably a little bit more work for the mechanics and stuff. Obviously, doing the free races, they've got to prep the bike fresh for each race. But yeah, I don't know. It just throws up some mad results sometimes. I mean, the first race one for both 250s and well, 250s a little bit because obviously Jet crashed. Yeah, the 450s was a fairly predictable race. Not predictable, but you know, the usual boys were up there. Nothing too mad happened. I mean, nothing too mad happened in general, but yeah, obviously Mooskin didn't come back as expected, and we also lost Malcolm Stewart to a training injury as well in the week, so he wasn't racing, which is a shame, man. He's been showing some good form. He's had some bad luck in the races, but obviously in the qualifying and stuff, he's been showing some serious speed. So it's a shame he's now injured. I don't actually know what the injury was. I've not looked into it any further, but hopefully it's nothing too serious, and he'll be back in the next round. We'll wait and see. Looks like we're on the penultimate lap now. White flag will be out next time round. But yeah, in real life, pretty cool track, I thought. The riders were saying there's not too many passing places, so I mean that's never a good thing. We didn't get too many battles, but it looked like a fun track, like for a spectator anyway. There was just, as I said, crossing over the start straight and stuff, loads, like obviously this bit here, and just some fairly big jumps. Pretty cool rhythm sections, as I said. As we crash, we don't crash, we managed to somehow save that, and then we loop up over the back of the berm. Yeah, some of them were trying to take some interesting lines, like as I said, Kenny was trying to do something crazy with the tabletops, but it didn't last very long. I think the track got beaten up pretty damn bad, and we're going to jump off the track again here. Yep. Hey, we could lose this if we're not careful. Cooper Webb is not far behind us, I think I just saw. Yeah, and it was slippery, like not wet slippery, but just marbles, I think. And there are people dropping it in some of the berms like crazy, like loads of crashes on simple inside like of these berms here, just where all the marbles were building up, and I don't know, just loose dirt. Yeah, people all over the place, but I don't know, it looked like a cool track, but yeah, don't know what the riders really thought of it. Some of them obviously, I'm sure some of them liked it, the people that won obviously enjoyed it, but some of the crashers probably didn't say much. Yeah, not bad at all. See if we can finish this one off. We're pretty far out front actually. I thought this was going to be a bit tougher than this because qualifying was actually quite difficult. But and as I said, I keep messing up some of these rhythm sections. But not a bad custom track though. Go check it out if you're playing on this on PS5. As I always say, I'm pretty sure they're cross-platform now, but I could be wrong. If they're not, then I'm sure someone's built it on the other platforms, as I always say as well. But yeah, not a bad little track once you get the swing of things going. Not bad at all. I didn't even look if there was a white Honda. Maybe we should have bought our own Honda and changed the plastics and stuff, so we could have rocked the full Chase Sexton get up for today. But all good. I'm not gonna make this triple. We're gonna jump off the track. Come on, through this non-existent sand section. Couple more corners to do, and we'll take race number 1 win. Should take all 3 really. It's gonna be this easy, but yeah, we'll see. There we go. Cool. Right, final corner. Boom. Race number 1, win in the books. Beautiful. There we go. Race number 2. Let's see what we can do this one. Again, we should, if we get away, we should be taking the wins pretty easy on this one. See how we go. Try and get a little better start. Another 6 minutes. So it is literally just 3 6-minute races, is it, in this? Because obviously in real life it's slightly different, isn't it, per race? Do they still do that? Or was that just the first year that we did Triple Crowns? They changed the length of the race for each race. But yeah, anyway, right. Out front again. Let's see if we can just disappear. Try and get this rhythm section down. Triple. I don't think they were doing that in real life, but I just messed up that last one. See what we can do. But yeah, 250 race 2. I mean, both race 2s were pretty all over the place. 250 and 450. There was a most of the drama came in race 2 for both. I've seen the 250s. We're gonna get beaten up by Davalos here. Jet down again. Obviously, as I said just now, sort of alluded to. Obviously, he went down again. A little bit further this time, I think it was, but again, fairly near the start. Went down. Hampshire got caught up in it all as well. So obviously, he won the first race, but then was down. Not down, but got caught up in an absolute mess off the start. I think he got blocked off the start as well. So I think that's partially, yeah, I don't know. It was just all a bit over the place off the start for the 250s. So yeah, those boys were kind of out of it straight away, really. Jet was obviously, you know, came flying back through the pack again, but he didn't come as far back as he did in race 1. Which, yeah, I mean, it makes it exciting for the fans. Obviously not good for those boys, but yeah, it's good. It was good. I think Hampshire went down in the whoops after that as well. He obviously had a bad start, got caught up on all that. Massive crash in the whoops. Was it the whoops? I think it was the whoops. And he was pretty much, I think he carried on, but he looked in pain. I think the bike was a bit beaten up. He might have pulled out, I'm not sure, but he was kind of out of it after that, to be honest. He was down hard and not enjoying himself after that. And that was kind of the momentum for him just gone for the rest of the night, really. Yeah, weird one. But Phil Nicoletti was out front after all the kind of chaos aboard one of the Yamaha's teams. He was doing alright. He's doing pretty good, to be honest. He's doing very good. He was rocking some, I don't know if this is, again, I need to read into this, but I don't know if this is going to be a thing at some point, but he was rocking some like neon kind of blue lights, turquoise lights on his forks, which is pretty cool, and they only seemed to light up when he was in first place. So, I mean, bit of a, if they're testing it out, I don't know if it's going to be a new thing, maybe, like they're going to put some lights on the suspension, maybe on the bikes or something, and then light them up when you're in first place so the fans can maybe see the leaders a bit better. I don't know, or I don't know if it was just something that they'd done, but it was weird they turned off after he wasn't leading anymore. I don't know if they just broke, maybe, or but yeah, he was rocking some pretty much like these tough blocks, really, some glowing neon turquoise kind of rings on his suspension, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was pretty much 250s. Obviously, then Kitchen and Robertson were flying, and then they came through, and then Kitchen obviously as we go down, Kitchen took the win in the end. But yeah, that was the 250s pretty much. Again, 450s. Oh, hang on, we're all over the place again. Was another bit of chaos. Obviously, Sexton went down fairly early on. I think I'm confusing in my brain where Sexton and Jet were going down, but yeah, he was obviously down as well. So not a good start for him. Roxon and Anderson right front. Nice to see Anderson up there. They were having a good little battle for a bit, to be fair. Not bad. Kenny was keeping him honest for a little while, which was good. That lasted for a little while, and then Eli started coming back through the pack again. Not the best start. Plessinger got a good start that race, actually. He was up in P3 for a bit, and then he went down. Again, in that kind of corner that everyone was crashing at. It was crazy. That corner all night. It was just one of the little plane berms. They're all taking the lower kind of line and just dropping the front, folding the front. I think Barsha did it as well at one point. Yeah, just marbles or just loose dirt. I don't know, just a little bit slick or something. It was weird. But yeah, so Plessinger had a good start to that race too, but then he went down. Obviously Eli was through. By this point Anderson was kind of pulling away from Kenny a little bit, and then it was a good battle between Eli and Kenny. Yeah, it was good. It was a good battle. Unfortunately, Kenny then kind of gave it a little bit too much throttle around one of these sort of slower corners, and the back end just slid out. He saved it, and then it kind of rolled off the track. Otherwise, I think we would have had a pretty good battle on our hands, to be honest. As we go for the front. Oh, come on, mate, get back up. What's going on? Come on. Yeah, we'd have had a good battle between Eli. I mean, it was a good battle anyway, and it was a nice clean battle as well. Those two do tend to race each other pretty clean. There's never any dirty moves or anything between Tomac and Roxon. But yeah, it would have been nice to see that kept going on. I think, I don't know, Eli didn't have insane pace all night. He had, he was there or thereabouts. But yeah, he didn't have crazy good pace. And it was turning into quite a good battle, to be honest. So it was a shame that Kenny, slid out and dropped it. Not dropped it, but yeah, dropped that position. But again, that was pretty much it for race 2. I'm sure there's some other stuff that I'm missing. As I said, this is quite hard to remember and race at the same time. Maybe I should have done a voiceover. Just rode around and done a voiceover for this one. Let me know if you prefer that instead of me just kind of waffling on and maybe missing some of the information that happened in the races. If I was just doing a voiceover, I could probably have a nice little list in front of me of what exactly happened. But let me know. I would just kind of like to be speaking whilst riding. Just, I don't know, it feels more in the moment. But yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, good race too. Anderson took the win, obviously, which I think he needed that. He's, as I've said multiple times already, he's always got the pace. He just makes too many mistakes, and he gets like a little bit too wound up, I think. I don't know. He seems like a pretty chill dude when he's off the bike, but he definitely gets a little bit kind of stressed and kind of starts overriding, and I don't know. He just seems to make silly mistakes that he doesn't need to do. As I said many times already, obviously Supercross champion, so he knows how to do it. But oh mate, we are everywhere. What's going on? Gonna make this? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll help him. Obviously, race 2 win. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, nice to see. Yes, that was. How did that end in the end? I think it was Anderson, Tomac, and then Roxon, was it? I'm sure Roxon got a 2-3, and then a 4, was it, in race 3, I think? So yeah, I'm sure he was on the podium again for that race. I think Webb was catching them all in 4th. Didn't quite have enough to get Roxon at the end. Yeah, it was a pretty close one actually. They were pretty much side by side going over the finish line. It's a pretty close one. We know Webb likes to mug Roxon towards the end of races all the time. Seems to be a reoccurring thing, but he didn't quite get him this time. But yeah, solid ride from Webb as well. Yeah, good race too. That was where all the chaos was in both races, to be honest. The main chaos. It was pretty exciting. So go check them out if you haven't seen them. I'm sure you can find the highlights somewhere. We're gonna have track. This bit of the track's not quite right, is it? That is weird, that little bit, and this bit. I don't know if it's something to do with the way you have to set the start up on this game. Probably is. Won't be long now. Supercross 6 will be here before you know it. I've already seen they've started releasing some more trailers and stuff. No real gameplay yet, which is kind of annoying, but people are already going off in the comments because it doesn't look much different to this, to be honest. If anything, it looked kind of worse, the graphics. I'm sure it won't be. Can't be, can it? But I mean, it can't be, can it? Surely. I'm still going to buy it, so if you're sticking around on the channel, obviously subscribe, hit that subscribe button. I can see loads of you that aren't subscribed watching these videos, so please hit subscribe. I know it doesn't, you might not necessarily want to see everything, but it means a lot to us, so I'd be very much appreciative if you could subscribe. But yeah, if you are sticking around, obviously we will be buying Supercross 6, so not till March, obviously, still got a little bit of time. But yeah, we will be playing it, whatever happens, whether it's rubbish or not. Because I've actually, the more I play this, the more I'm enjoying it, so I don't know, I might try and not be as harsh this time with 6, and we'll just see what it's like, and we'll get used to playing it, because I feel like I slated this like crazy when we first started playing it. But anyway, right, there's race 2 race 2 done and dusted. Another win for us. As I said, we'll take the overall for this pretty easy, hopefully. So yeah, let's jump into race 3. Here we go then. Race number 3, Anaheim 2. Should better take another win, even with my terrible riding skills. See how we do. Trying to bash by too many people off the start. The starts were crazy all night, to be honest. Oh, Webb's gone way wide there. Oh, we're losing the back end. Come on. Race number 3. What happened to race number 3? It was pretty, probably pretty tame. Probably the tamest out of all 3 races of the night. Well, 250s definitely. Jet got a good start out front straight away. No mistakes in the 250s, obviously. And he just vanished, to be honest. He was how he should have been all night, really. I imagine he was probably quite annoyed. He salvaged some good points, don't get me wrong, but I imagine he's probably pretty pissed off with himself. It should have been the pace he should have won all 3, like, easily. I mean, he definitely would have had he not crashed, but I mean, that is part of the game. You've got to stay on 2 wheels, so Web, mate, go away. Let me out front so I can talk about having to concentrate too much. Yeah, Kitchen was literally stuck to the back of him for the first couple of laps, which is what he needed to do. I mean, he got a cracking start, and that obviously meant he took the overall. So it was Kitchen, yeah, Kitchen overall. Jet was second, and then was it Robertson third in the end? Or I don't think Hampshire held on. Hampshire was miles back in the pack again in race 3. Again, I'm pretty sure he took some injuries with those crashes, which was a shame. He was showing some good form. Obviously, race 1 win, and he looked fast, man. Looked like he could have took it to Jet. I think to be honest, I think he's second quickest in class overall, you know, most of the time. He just needs to get bar to bar with Jet and see if he can push him a little bit. I've got nothing against Jet, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to complain if Jet wins a championship. It's just nice to see some battles. It's nice to not see somebody disappear so early on in the season and, you know, just kind of win out already. But which obviously he didn't this weekend. Fair play to Kitchen. Solid effort, mate. Solid effort. Take your first proper win in a triple crown as well. Overall, was a good way to do it. Good way to do it, definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much it for 250s. Pretty chilled. 450 was pretty crazy off the start as well. There was the commentators were sort of sharing some lines of Kenny and Eli. Their ruts off the start were like literally pretty much crossing into each other. So it was going to be battle of who got the best jump, and it was most definitely Eli. Kenny had to pull back and was pretty far back. I think it was like 7th or 8th off the start. Anderson was whole shot, was he? Or at least, if he didn't get whole shot, he was in the lead again for a decent amount. We're going off the track. Yeah, and then what happened? As I said, Eli got a fairly good start, so did Webb. All the big players up there. It's pretty much... Oh, damn, I've gone down. Pretty much it was going to be between Anderson, Sexton and Eli pretty much, unless Kenny obviously could do something a little bit special. He kind of needed a win really, Kenny, to take the overall. But yeah, Eli did alright. Sexton got a good start, Anderson got a good start. And then there was a solid battle between Webb and Eli for a little bit. Good little on-track battle. And then Eli took an absolute monster crash, which is so unheard of for him. He does not make mistakes like that. If he makes mistakes, they're normally little things, little drops, nothing crazy. He got all out of shape around a berm, was pointing in the completely opposite direction, or wrong direction, sorry. Flew off the start of the jump and just went off the track, landed on some tough blocks. Did a massive somersault in the air, and yeah, it looked nasty, man. I mean, he jumped straight back up. Peak was all bent on his helmet, as you'd expect, but hang on. We're off the track, we're running people over it. Yeah, big crash, man. He was alright. I mean, he got back on, he carried on the race. He was down in like 14th, 13th or something, but yeah, big crash, man, big crash. So hopefully he's alright. He seems alright, so shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it looks pretty savage, to be honest. And then yeah, that was kind of that really. I mean, Kenny fought through. I think he ended up P4 in the end. Sexton and Anderson had a little battle, but then Sexton did Sexton win that one as well? I'm sure he did, must have. Yeah, I think he did. That's pretty much it. Again, not too much happened in race 3, but not after the first kind of initial laps. But yeah, obviously Sexton took the overall, which yeah, I mean, he deserved it pretty much. It was a solid ride. Kenny was P3, and I'm assuming Anderson was P2, wasn't he? So yeah, Eli kind of fell out of the points, obviously, with that massive crash, and Webb hadn't quite put enough good performances in all night, high enough performances to battle for the podium. But yeah, solid riding again. Good races, man. As I said, kind of overall 250s and 450s, just decent races. Good, interesting racing. No one got too hurt, I don't think, and obviously Kitchen taking that first overall win, which is good for him, and nice to see Sexton on some good form, and Kenny obviously doing alright in his Suzuki. So I don't know, man, we could see a win on that Suzuki at some point. I think the Triple Crown format might be one of the best opportunities he has, but overall, decent round indeed. We've obviously got a little break now for the 250 West. 250 East will be up next. I think it's like a 3-week break, is it, for 250 West? Can't even think where we're going next. It's not Oakland yet, is it? It's oh, where are we going? I can't think. Obviously East Coast, but yeah, it's obviously not Oakland. It's West Coast, isn't it? It's California again. Come on. Can't think where we're going next, but yeah, should be good. Hopefully we'll get some good racing again. 450s could be close this year if someone can get the better of Eli a bit more. Obviously he kind of made his own mistakes this weekend, but yeah, I don't know, hopefully we'll get some close racing. As I said, Jet obviously in the 250 West is going to be hard to beat, I think. Even when he's making mistakes, he's still managed to get a P2 overall, so we'll see. And then obviously we'll see how the 250 East boys do. We've also got Hunter Lawrence in there. to be honest, I've not even looked. So I cannot remember who was in that class that is, you know, ones to watch. So we'll talk about that next time. As I said, I'm probably going to miss that the next race, kind of. So we probably won't be doing a review. Or maybe I suppose we could just do a late one. It'd be like a week later. The other race, the race again after, will probably have already happened. So yeah, I'm not going to be here for a while. So might not be able to do anything next week. So we'll see what the racing's like. I'll try and not watch the race anyway. But yeah, definitely won't be a YouTube video on it straight away. So see how we go. But hopefully you guys are enjoying these. Getting some not bad views on them, which is good. As I said, we'll probably just keep doing them until Supercross 6 comes out, and then we might still do them then, but we'll probably do them in Supercross 6, obviously. And obviously we'll get loads of other content out for Supercross 6 as well. See if we're doing a full career mode in that, which will be fun. Quite looking forward to doing that. Hopefully they've mixed up career mode a little bit. Like, I know there's not too much they can do, but hopefully there's a few little differences in there. It'd be nice. We'll wait and see. Oh, I'm not going to make that triple. But yeah, as I said, we've got a little while to go before that comes out, so we'll see. Obviously, did a Dakar video as well, but we'll get back to the latest patch and some of the DLC that's been out for a while. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you watched it, if you didn't, go check it out if you're into the Dakar stuff. Again, it's not heavy based on Dakar rally itself, but I don't know too much about it. But the game's good, man. It's a good game. So probably get some more out of that on the channel at some point. We'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. As I said, please subscribe if you haven't already, and you do enjoy the content. Obviously, if you don't enjoy the content, then don't subscribe. That's fine. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you are enjoying it, and even if you don't watch every video, you just watch them every now and then, it'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe. We really want to get up to that 1,000 subscribers. It'd be pretty cool, man. And yeah, I think like literally 90% of you are not what subscribed. So hit that button, mate. Hit that button. But there we go. Another win. 3 wins on the bounce. Nobody managed to do that in real life, obviously. Kenny did it a while ago. Kenny Roxon did it a while ago, like 2018. But see if anyone does it this year in another Triple Crown. But yeah, there it is. There it is. We took the overall. Not bad at all. Good little track. Go check it out if you're on PS5. As I said, I'm sure there'll be plenty of them created on other platforms if it's not cross-platform. And yeah, it's good fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up. And as I said, please subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. And I'll see you next time for some more Supercross. Cheers, guys. Bye.